Hey everybody, in this video I'm going to do a review of the Super7 Ultimates Thundercats Mandora figure. So I just received this figure from Big Bad Toy Store. It was part of a pile of loot unboxing that I did recently on the channel, and we are going to see what we've got. So as always, we have got the typical Thundercat Ultimates packaging here, and we will take the slip cover off to reveal the Mandora figure. So she looks pretty good. I got this figure because I am getting most of the Super7 Thundercats Ultimates figures. I haven't gotten all of them. I was thinking about doing, being a completionist for the line. But then after kind of the huge debacle with the Tigra figure, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can check out my Tigra review and some of the, I guess you could call them rants on the channel about Tigra. But yeah, it was just everything that happened with that figure. I was like, you know what? I am just going to get the figures that I absolutely want, the ones to complete the core, good guys and bad guys. But, the Mandora figure, it's really unique. We never got a figure of her in the vintage line, and she was definitely a recurring character and, just kind of a unique, kind of neat character. So, I decided, why not let me get Mandora? I did not get her bike, the Electro Charger. It's pretty cool looking, but I just thought it was way too expensive, and I really just don't have the room for it. And to me, it's just not an iconic vehicle. I did pre-order the Thunder Tank, and then I ended up canceling it. When I saw some of the, images, I don't know. I just don't think it's going to be worth the money. I know that it's big, but I just don't think there's enough to it. It just looks like a big, giant hunk of gray plastic. Just not enough features, not enough stuff comes with it for it to be worth the, $500 and some. So canceled the Thunder Tank, not doing the Super7 Thunder Tank. But hey, I think it's definitely the right decision for me. All right, let's get a look here at Mandora up close. And there she is. Looks pretty good so far. And then back of the packaging, there's the artwork. There's the story if you want to pause and read it. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. All right, let me go ahead and open her up here. All right, so she is, and she looks kind of small, but I guess, for a female figure, that's normal. Let me see if I can pop out all of these accessories here. So here's her alternate head sculpts. Here's kind of her angry face with like the alternate visor. The hair, I mean, there's like some paint clumps in there. So, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of that head sculpt, like the angry head sculpt. Here's the other one, which is, pretty, basic looking, just like the head that's on her. So, not a huge amount of difference there, but that's all right, I guess. Now, she comes with a whole bunch of tiny accessories, so you're going to need to be careful here with some of these. We've got her, this radio device thing, if it'll focus. All right, it doesn't want to focus, so let me get everything out, and then I can have both of my hands to do the whole focusing thing. She comes with tons of hands, and her hands are kind of small. Like I said, like the figure itself is kind of tiny. And then I can't really, can't really get to all my Thundercats. I could probably grab Lion-O to compare her to Lion-O, which is probably the main comparison that people care about anyway. And then later on, I could, you know, put pictures up on Instagram with her and the other Thundercats, because some people might be curious how she sizes up with Shitara. But yeah, I mean, mostly it's Mandora and Lion-O. Like, that's the one she spent the most amount of time with. Alright, so let's see if I can actually get Mandora out of here. Alright, so let's go ahead and look at these accessories again, and then we'll look at the figure. So here is that device. It got, I don't know if it's supposed to be bent like this. This antenna's like super bendy, but that's good because it's not brittle. It won't break. So, I mean, this is kind of neat. I probably won't pose her with that thing. Here's her, like, you know, police badge. This is pretty cool. You know, the paint on it is pretty nice, pretty neat. And then she's got, like, her little, this is, like, what she gives people, you know, tickets with. Like, I guess, speeding tickets in space. Kind of just looks like a calculator, honestly. One of her better accessories are these handcuffs, because they have a metal, you know, like a metal chain. I mean, it's a real light metal. It almost feels like plastic, but I'm pretty sure it's a metal. And then these, you know, these are plastic, and they don't open. But, you know, you could pop the hand off a figure and then put that over their wrist and then pop the hand back on, and then that's how you can, you know, handcuff somebody with these. But these are kind of neat. I'd probably use these with, like, a different figure, you know, maybe like a DC figure or a Marvel Legend. I probably wouldn't use them with a Thundercat figure. But these are neat little handcuffs just to have, you know, as an accessory for just about anything you can use handcuffs with. So she has tons and tons of hands. Let me see if I can even try to make any sort of sense out of any of these hands. So I guess this is a trigger figure hand, but she doesn't have anything that has a trigger, so I don't know what that's for. She's got some, like, grabby hands or, like, stylized, displayed kind of hands. Like, kind of, yeah, like that. She has fists on her. And then these are, like, closer, like, gripping hands. Like, I guess these are the hands for her weapon. Here's another kind of reaching out to grab you hand. And then these are kind of neat, I guess. We've got a pointing hand. So that's kind of cool, I guess. Like, she's kind of pointing at someone. And then a thumbs up hand. Like, giving somebody a thumbs up. You know, I mean, something unique, I guess. And then we've got her boomerang. So here's this regular boomerang, which I think looks really cool. I do like the boomerang. And then she's got a boomerang with, like, a power effect, like it's being thrown, which is also kind of cool. I don't know if I want to display her with this, though, but it does look neat. So I don't know. I don't know what to do with this. It looks cool. I just don't know if I really want to display her with it. All right, so here is Mandora. So you can see that, you know, these two faces, they're pretty much the same. It's just the hair is different. Like, this one, the hair is just back completely, and this one, the hair is more up and to the side. But other than that, they're pretty much the same. And then, of course, this one is different, but there's a lot of, like, paint splotchiness in the hair. So, I mean, I feel like the hair could definitely have been painted better. I mean, I always hate adding paint to Super 7 figures since they're so expensive, but, I mean, at this point, like, you know, why not? I don't know, maybe I'll put this head on. I think this, you know, this one, the hair looks a little bit more dynamic. I'll think about it and see. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's definitely Mandora, so, you know. Now, she is cold from being outside, so I don't want to do too much with the articulation. You know, typical Super 7 articulation, which is not much at all. Single elbows, single knees. But, you know, she's not bad. She has the holster for her boomerang, so, you know, you can stick the boomerang in here. So that, you know, looks pretty good. You know, she has these tiny ankles. So, like I said, I still need to heat her up because I just took her out of the package and she's cold from being outside. Yeah, I mean, you know, she's fine. You know, definitely not my favorite Thundercat character, but, you know, it's fine. She's neat to have because we never had her in the vintage line, and, you know, she was a pretty cool character in the show. Let's see if I can get her to stand, even without messing with her ankles too much. I don't know if she's gonna stand. All right, there she goes. Okay, let me see if she's gonna stay there, and I'm gonna try to grab Lion-O over here. All right, so here's Lion-O. Now, this is the Mattel Lion-O. I don't have the Super 7 Lion-O. I guess I should back them up a little bit, huh? And actually, let me see if I can get her into a little bit better of a pose. But yeah, single jointed elbows, and the elbows do, you know, swivel a little bit. You know, she's, oh, I guess I do have some paint marks there on her red. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, so she does have some paint marks there, but I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, you know, this isn't like my favorite character in the world, so I'm not too upset or concerned. But yeah, that looks cool. I mean, they look kind of neat together. Yeah, so there you go. I mean, I kind of wish the figure was $30 or $40, not $55. I don't think that she's worth $55, but that's just becoming more and more true with the Super 7 Ultimates. You know, it's one of those things where some of the Super 7 Ultimates that are 55, they feel like they're worth 55. Sometimes they feel like they're worth 60, and then others feel like they're worth 30. So it's just kind of the name of the game at this point. You know, sometimes we get ones that are a little better. Sometimes we get ones that are kind of a little, you know, eh. But Mandora's cool. You know, it's just a neat figure to have on the shelf. You know, a figure that we never got before. So let me know your thoughts. You know, I'd love to hear from some other Thundercats fans. I am really looking forward to getting Mongor and Rataro. Rataro was always one of my favorite kind of, you know, villains that we didn't see too often. I always really liked him. Yeah, so we'll see how those turn out. I guess it'll probably be about 10 months until we get them. But, yeah, so we'll see how these go. And, yeah, thanks for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe, and have a great day.